Hey everyone, my name is Chuck, and I've been running at least one continuous mile every day since January 4th, 2018. This is how I do it. Hey everyone, we're November 11th. It's day 1408. And yes, it's winter. It's Remembrance Day. So we were supposed to fly out, go visit some family out east. Today we got up at Old Dark Stupid this morning, went to the airport. I am still an employee of the airline we're going to use, so we were going to travel on my passes, but that means you're on standby and you get bumped by paying passengers. Seems like today lots of people were wanting to travel, so couldn't make it on the first flight. We waited for the second flight to take us out to Toronto, and didn't make it on that one either. Decided not to wait for the third flight because we'd have to get a connection in Toronto and we'd get, you know, to where we wanted to go, Montreal and then our hometown later tonight, and then just not enough time with tomorrow, Saturday, and then coming back Sunday. So decided not to go and came back home. So that's why I'm here, and I'm gonna run from here today. Wasn't expecting on running in the snow, slush, sleet, whatever right away, but I guess that's the case today. So what I have is my Gortex New Balance shoes. Basically you can see the Gortex, and I decided to put my little gaiters, Salomon gaiters, because of the slush. It's about an inch of slush or whatever, so it's going to be splashing a bit, so just don't want my feet to get wet. I'm not going to go for a long run. We have family here, my daughter's here, a grandson and son-in-law, so we're having them over. Had them over for brunch and they're sticking around for supper, so we've ordered food and it's going to come soon, so I'm just going to go for a quick run, get that done. And I mean, it's not the weather for a long run anyways today, so I'll save the long run probably for Saturday morning with the group. I think we're going to do trail running and probably knock off a 20K or something like that, so we'll see. And we'll also see what I'm going to do tomorrow. So yeah, off to a short run around the park today, and actually see my wife, daughter, son-in-law, and grandson in there because they just left to go for a walk. So take you into a nice little snowy run. Are you out running today or doing whatever activity you committed to do? How's the weather? If you're in the Midwest, prairies, northern Midwest United States, probably have white stuff like this. Big system that came in from I believe it was Montana, Colorado, southern Alberta, Saskatchewan. That's what happened, and then southern Manitoba for us. So yeah, not the only ones that got some white stuff. You know, November 11th, I 34-year military veteran. I've seen lots of Remembrance Day with snow on the ground parading out there, so this is not new. There's been some really cold ones, like bitter cold. Few nice ones throughout the years, but I guess the warmest one I've been to is Kandahar, Afghanistan in 2008. But that Remembrance Day parade, doesn't matter what the weather's like. You're in a theater of war, and you know
exactly who you're parading for and who you're remembering, because it's all people that were standing around you not too long before. So yeah, running is a little slower in the winter because of the snow. It's like running in beach sand, but it's nice, you know, breathing cool air. Some people don't like it. I love it. When it's too hot, it's just hard to regulate your body temperature. I'm dressed a little too warm right now, but it is windy. I'm just running with the wind. Against the wind, I feel it. Those New Balance Gortex trail shoes, really good. Any Gortex shoes pretty much, but those are the only Gortex ones that I have. Trail ones for running in wet and, you know, slushy, whatever conditions. I got a bit of thread, you know, so it helps in the snow. Like I said, they're good. They keep my feet dry and surprisingly warm. I mean, with the wind chill today, it's not a super cold day, but in any other kind of running shoe, I'd probably freeze my feet pretty quickly, especially if they got wet. So yeah, it's pretty good. The only downside to a Gore-Tex shoe like that is it's heavy. Like right now, especially with the gaiters that I put on. I mean, the shoe itself, I can't remember what it said on the website, like how many grams, 300 and I don't know, 330, 350, 360, something like that, depending on your shoe size. I'm a 9.5, but they are a heavy shoe. And it's funny because the first time I put them on in the store, I thought they were light. And then I went running with them and I realized, wow, okay, it's, you know, it's not as light as I thought. So they are heavier, and most Gore-Tex shoes will be heavier, or all Gore-Tex shoes will be heavier. It's just the design, the fabric, and the build. If you add gaiters to it, a little bit more weight too. We're talking grams here, but grams at the end of your legs, you know, as you haul your body weight around and all that. Don't put a 250 gram pair of shoes, or I don't know if they make them that light, but you know, in the 200s, below 300, and then go with something that's 300 grams and over, and you'll see huge difference when you run. And then you run obviously in snow and slush and all that, wet weather, and they do become wet. It just doesn't, it keeps your feet dry, it doesn't go through. You start putting on weight and slows you down. So yeah, that's the downside of it, but I'll take dry feet and warm feet over wet and cold. That's it. Short run. Food should be here shortly, and I'm gonna go and warm the rest of the body inside and dry out, and we'll see you on the road or the trails. Have a good one.